Bonjour. Bonjour. Ah, ¿Siente más bien que la cantidad de tu madre? The homies go like that one. Bonjour. Top of the day to you. Um, have you been working on your craft? Have you been working on your craft? Here, here. It's for you. Take it. Take it. That's where it starts. Here. It's for you. It's for you. Take it. I got something else for you. Have you been working on your craft? Um, trying to put it all together here. Trying to put it all together. Bear with me, please. Bear with me. Um, Craft. What is craft? Let's start there. Craft is something that you obtain skill in. Craft is something you obtain skill in. At least that's what I. It's what it. I didn't look. I need to look up the dictionary definition, but that's I think that's kind of what it is. Um, Man, I see somebody working on that craft in there. I hope I didn't interrupt what they're doing. I think I should go see if I. Man, I hope I didn't interrupt what they're doing. I don't want to be a nuisance. Hold on, let me make sure I didn't, cause I don't want to. All right, he said I'm good. I kind of feel bad. I didn't want to interrupt. I didn't want to interrupt his craft, his practice, um, his you feel me, his time and his space, but more importantly, his time in obtaining that skill. Time. We can regain space, but we can't regain time. You feel me? And so, yeah, man, I kind of feel bad. But craft. Um, where do we start? I guess we'll start here. Just 1 second. All right, what we got here? It was just one. It's a few of them. It's a few sentences here. Oh, this is a good one right here. A work of art. A work of art is brought into questionable proximity with the neurosis when it is taken as something which can be analyzed in terms of the poet's repressions. Let's start there. Let's start there. When analyzed, when art is analyzed, it can be synonymous with neuroses. When art is analyzed, when craft is analyzed, it can be compared and contrast to a neuroses, right? Um, it is 2026, and we are all surrounded by stimulus. Everything around us. It's always been that way. It's always been that way. But now that we have all the gadgets, now that we have all this innovation, you know, now that the population has grown significantly to what it is, it just multiplied, by an X factor, you dig? In terms of stimulus, everything around us is a stimulus. Everything around us is a stimuli, you dig? So when we look at something, it, we're looking at it and it's feeding some type of information to our brain. If I look at this tree, the leaves, if I look at the baseball field, the tennis court, a book, if we look at videos, if we look at our loved ones, friends, strangers, people we don't know, people we don't like, it's all stimulus. It is all stimulus. And it creates thoughts. It creates thoughts. Now, what those thoughts are, that's between you and your mind. Whatever your thoughts are, that's between you and your mind. Okay, and you dig? It's just what that is. But anyways, everything around us is stimulus. Sometimes this stimulus, sometimes it can cause neuroses. Sometimes it can cause problems, right? Sometimes it can have us to overthink. Sometimes it can have us to be overwhelmed. Sometimes it can have us to feel certain ways, you know, and it starts to accumulate and build up. All this stimulus start to accumulate and build up, and it needs to be released. It needs to be released. Sometimes some of us don't release it. We don't have no way to get it out. So it builds up, it builds up, all of this stimulus builds up, all this information builds up, and it just sits there and it boils, and we don't know what to do with it. So we become frustrated, we become um, angry, we become emotional, we become neurotic. I think in the book, uh, Dr. Young calls it autoeroticism. You dig? Uh, when that's like, just these feelings of these kind of some negative feelings, basically negative feelings. And so you dig? I in one of my videos, in one of my past videos, I called it. I kind of like related it to, like, as an analogy, it's like magic. It's like this magic inside of you. All of this stimulus, everything that you hear, that you see, that you smell, this is all stimuli. Whatever you use your senses for, you know, to taste, to smell, to see, all of this is stimulus. And what it does is your body, your mind intakes it, and it gathers up in here somewhere. And it's like I refer to it as like this magic. And if you don't channel this magic, it's going to implode. Some people become, I don't like using this term like this way, but, you know, crazy. Not crazy. I hate to say that like that. But you know what I'm saying? You you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that. And now I'm not trying to say that in a condescending way. You feel me? But sometimes some people, it makes you crazy. All this stimulus. It needs a way to be relieved, right? Um, and how do you do that? Through your craft. Through your craft. You got all of this stimulus in you. You got all this stimuli in you. You got all of this information in you, and it needs to come out some way, somehow. He literally, I just read it. He said, art, when compared and contrast to neuroses, um, it's it can be similar in terms of repression. It can be similar in the terms of repression. Repression is all of that information, all of your feelings, all of your past experiences being put in a box inside of you, and now it's starting to overfill. You got to get it out. Work on your craft. Work on your craft. Work on your craft. What else we got? Oh, this is I really like this one as well. Uh I can't find it. Where's it at? Here we go. Art is a kind of innate drive that seizes a human being and makes him its instrument. The artist is not a person endowed with free will who seeks his own ends, but one who allows art to realize its purposes through him. Okay, that's a good one. That's not the one I'm talking about, though. I can't find it. But basically, to paraphrase it, what it said was artists have a duplicity about them. Artists have a duplicity about them, right? We have to be people. We got to be people. We have to live our lives. We got to go to school. We got to go get money. We got to go take care of our families. We got to take care of ourselves. We have our own like personal things we got going on. But then there's another side to us. There's another side to us, and that's the artist part. And so what he was explaining, what Carl was explaining was, those of you who consider yourself artists, or those of us who consider ourselves artists, sometimes that artist part of us, it outweighs the personal part of us. And so then that's like two different forces fighting in us, and we become conflicted, and that confliction becomes neuroses. That confliction becomes that, you feel me, that confusion. It becomes confusion. It becomes uh crazy. It becomes that crazy. It becomes that overwhelmness, that feeling of being overwhelmed. There's two parts of us, right? There's multiple parts of us. But specifically in what I'm talking about, there's two parts of us. He explains it like this: there's the personal side of us, and then there's the artist side of us. So sometimes you may feel compelled to create instead of going to work. Sometimes you may feel compelled to create instead of doing your homework. Sometimes you may feel compelled to create instead of being around your family. That's part of it. Some of us are, shall I say, cursed with this gift. That's just part of it. You got to balance it out. You have to figure out how to balance that out. Because if you don't, you're going to overextend yourself in your personal life. You might work yourself to death. You might drain yourself because you handling all the family business, trying to live up to the family standards. Huh? Trying to give all your love. You ain't got enough love for yourself. At the end of it, that's how it goes. There's another part of you that you got to tap into. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You ain't crazy. You ain't lost your mind. Uh, you dig? I'll put some other stuff up here that I can think of. But yeah, it ain't nothing wrong with you. You're an artist. You're a creator. That's what you should do. You should go create. Work on your craft. If it's sports, work on your craft. Go create a new move. Go create a new style. Adjust your style. Go create a new workout, a new drill. Just work on your craft. Creators have crafts. If you're not doing nothing more but just getting better at your craft, that is a form of creation. You're creating a new you at every level. You're creating a new level for yourself. You're raising the bar. You're creating a whole new standard. Work on your craft. That's how it goes. Because if you don't, well, all that magic inside of you is going to cause you to catch flames and shrivel. No. One of those. No. Seriously. That's what's going to happen. You're going to be like the old warlock that got hit with a magic bomb, a magic flame. Go create something. Go work on your craft. Go work on your craft. I think that's about it. I think that's about all I got for today. I know it. I know I should be out here trying to make some extra money. I know that. And I'm going to. And don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Gotta go and get that pay. You gotta go and get that money. Don't get it twisted. You gotta take care of your kids. You gotta take care of your family, your loved ones. Don't get it twisted. You got to do that. But you also have to balance yourself out. You also got to do that. You got to get your school. You got to go study. Sometimes I be battling. I be conflicted. I be like, man, you know, should I go DoorDash or should I go study? Studying is a part of my craft. Studying is a part of my craft. I be conflicted. I'm like, man, I know I need to go get some money, but I also know that you feel me. Eventually, you know, some stuff is gonna pay off in the long run. You feel me? Make sure you plan and strategize for your life. That's part of balancing it out. That's part of the balance. Make sure you plan for your life and where you want to go. Look down the line 5 years from now, 10 years from now, all that jazz. You work that out, and then you fill in the blanks with your craft. I'll be battling. I'll be conflicted. I'll be spiritual warfare. Man, I know I should go. I know I should go go get some money. But something is pulling me to go study. Why? Why? I don't know. But I'm where I go up to this cafe, get me a coffee, sit down, and read my book. Or I'm where I go to the gym. Man, I really feel like, man, I feel like watching this movie right now. Going to the gym is literally crafting your very image. That's probably one of the highest forms of working on your craft. Your body itself is a work of art. Man, I want to watch this movie, but I know I should go to the gym. Man, I need to go to the gym. Work on your craft. Work on your craft. And truly, I tell you what, and I'll say this and I end with this. Even watching movies and shows, that could also be used as crafting, as improving your craft. It just depends on how you perceive this movie. So I take some of the stuff I study and I try to apply it towards the movies, towards the shows. Okay, I'm reading about this. How do I apply what I'm studying to this show, to this movie? That can be used. Now you're killing two birds with one stone. Now you're handling two things at once. You get to watch this movie, but you're also, in a way, studying. Be creative with how you study. Be creative with how you work on your craft. Because that's working on my craft. Okay, how does this apply to the movie? How does what I read in this book apply to the movie? How do what I watched on this YouTube video, how I studied this YouTube video, how does it apply to this show? Work on your craft or drive yourself crazy.